Here with Northwestern State head coach Rick Cabrera as the Demons get ready to come home for the first time in 3 weeks, Saturday to face Suno, 1 p.m. in Prather Coliseum. Coach, we'll get to that game in a moment. Let's go back to Cal. A week ago, you've talked so much about playing good defense, getting into that groove. It looks like the last couple of games that's really come to fruition, and you saw that for most of that game in Berkeley.
Yeah, I mean, like our guys, it's taking us some time to kind of understand the importance of defense for 40 minutes. We showed it. We had spurts in the Cal game. I'm still losing a little sleep over that game, right? I'm not in this for more victories. I know you can get a lot of good out of it, but I think we should have won the game. I truly believe that. I'm not trying to be like a rah-rah guy. I think we should have won the game. We just made some defensive mistakes late. That hurt us. But I'm proud of those guys. I'm proud of their effort. I'm proud that they put themselves in that position on the road, a different time zone, day before. A lot of those things factor in.
Yeah, I heard it was a kind of planes, trains, and automobiles day getting out there.
Yeah.
And, for those of us our age, we know that reference. And maybe some of the younger guys don't quite get
Great
it.
Movie.
R.I.P. John Candy on that one. But as you get back into it, I think maybe looking at it, this is the time of the year where you're able to space out more games because of the schedule. Early on in November, there's a lot of game, less practice. How much has that helped kind of reiterate the importance of defense and getting those guys to lock in on that side?
Man, practice is so important, because of the teaching part of it, with the space of the games. And, our goal as coaches is to make sure that our young men maximize the muscle, which is their brain, and by going over things so they could have the elite memory on how to fix certain things. You're in a game that is so fast. Mistakes are going to happen. But we always say when mistakes happen, your effort has to be elite. And they've shown that the last two games versus Sela and against Cal. So we're making progress. It's never too late to get better. Our record doesn't define how good we are. I'm happy for our guys, and the sky's the limit.
You'll have Suno finally back at home, first time in, I believe, 21 days, 3 weeks exactly since the Southern game. And when you look at getting a chance to come home again, it's always a good thing. And you're going to do it against a team that you're pretty familiar with, having played in the last 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, Suno's a scary team, bro. I know it's a non-1, and like those type of games make my stomach nauseous and my brain and my mind. But I just want our guys to focus on us. Like we've gotten into the mode of, just preparing for the other team so much that we hadn't gotten ourselves better. And that was in the early part. But now we're doing both and having a good balance of both. But Suno's a solid team. We're going to treat them just like they're a Division I team and play that way and play hard and get better so we can leave, and have a good Christmas break.
And when you do that, you'll have a chance after that to really get kind of into a groove. It looks like, play, day off, play again, and finally into that conference groove. And I know it's been a kind of an odd last couple of non-conferences with that one conference weekend in the middle. How has the adjustment been this year?
Yeah, it's a little different, just with the break and coming back and having to play a good Lamar team and then SFA after that. Like it's the jungle out there, for us coaches and us players, man. And, our conference is probably one of the best mid-major conferences in the country, top to bottom. We have some very good teams. So the balance of us getting into a mode of a routine of 20 more conference games is going to get real serious. So we're excited about it. That's what we're here for.
Coach, as always, appreciate your time.
Thank you, man.